Fairfax County Stories by Lady Fairfax 2009 Filipino-American Corazon Sandoval Foley. Today's program is scheduled for May 2011 to celebrate Asian Pacific American Heritage Month in Fairfax County. We begin with a retrospective on last year's celebration that was most memorable for all of us in the Fairfax County Asian American History Project that I initiated in 2007 with Fairfax County Chairman Sharon Bulova. On May 11, 2010, the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors combined the celebration of Asian Pacific American Heritage Month with the official debut of the first ever book on the history, the heritage, and the contributions of the Fairfax County Asian American community that constituted over 170,000, or more than 17% of the county population in 2010. The Asian American community has been the largest minority population in Fairfax County since 1990. I will then introduce you to three of the Asian American pioneers that participated in the History Project. Grant Ichikawa has the longest residency since 1955 in Fairfax County. He is a veteran of World War II, the Korean War, and was a CIA officer who was evacuated out of Vietnam on April 30, 1975. It is worth noting that Grant Ichikawa and his family were among the 120,000 Japanese Americans who were interned in World War II because of their Japanese heritage. An unconstitutional act for which President Reagan signed the Civil Liberties Act of 1988 that provided for a presidential apology and redress for Japanese Americans. You will also meet Chinese American residents Sam and Ruth Wong, who had their home built in 1963 and became one of the first homeowners in Kings Park subdivision in Braddock District of Fairfax County. They live in the same charming home where they treated me with warm hospitality during my research visits. Sam served as an engineer for the Defense Department and worked in Fort Belvoir. Ruth served as a nurse in several hospitals and nursing homes in Fairfax County. The third Asian American pioneer featured in today's show is Thomas E. Pun, a Thai American who was born in Bangkok, Thailand, and later became the first Asian American police officer in Fairfax County from 1975 to 1995. He also has the distinction of being the first Thai American police officer in the whole United States of America. During his career, Thomas E. Pun received numerous awards for valor when he saved lives of Fairfax County citizens and played a key role in the police operation to stop a narcotics-related crime syndicate. You could read the fascinating stories in our first book on the Fairfax County Asian American History Project, or FCAP for short. We have donated the first FCAP book to the Fairfax County Public Libraries and schools in our county. The book is also available for sale in Amazon.com. So let us all celebrate National Asian Pacific American Heritage Month in May 2011 by sharing stories of Asian American pioneers in Fairfax County.
Heritage Month in Fairfax County, and then the second to recognize the Fairfax County Asian American History Project and sponsors for the debut of its book. And for both of those presentations, we have Cora Foley, who is the author of the book and the project manager, and she is going to be receiving both proclamations. And then with Cora, we have volunteers from the History Project, as well as a number of other individuals from our county staff who are here to receive with Cora the proclamation. And we also have, representing Governor O'Malley in Maryland's office, the Office of Asian Pacific American Affairs, David Wang. And David has, in the spirit of regionalism, is here representing Maryland and is also going to be presenting a proclamation in just a few minutes. Let's see. With that, I will read both proclamations. I will hand the gavel over to Vice Chairman Penny Gross. Okay, first, whereas, as we celebrate Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, we recognize the distinguished cultures and contributions of the Asian and Pacific people, and how Fairfax County and the nation have been enhanced, and whereas the ideals and customs of the Asian Pacific American community, devotion to family, entrepreneurship, educational excellence, and being of service, as captured by Cora Foley, author of Fairfax County Asian American History, a contemporary history honoring 143 years of Asian residence in Fairfax County, have made us stronger as a community. Whereas Asian Pacific Americans have enriched our culture, done well in many fields, including education, business, sciences, technology, government, law, sports, and the arts. And whereas Asian Pacific Americans represent many nations and ethnicities and have their own distinct culture, heritage, language, and experiences. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, on behalf of all residents of Fairfax County, does hereby proclaim the month of May 2010 as Asian Pacific American Heritage Month in Fairfax County, to provide an opportunity for residents to recognize the history, the concerns, the contributions, and achievements of Asian Pacific Americans, and to create a favorable climate for a harmonious and fully integrated community in Fairfax County. So moved, Madam Chairman. It was in 2007 that Cora Foley had approached me about having a history book chronicling the lives and the stories of people who have come to this country, who have come to Fairfax County to make Fairfax County their home, from Asian countries. And when she did that, 2010 looked like it was very far away.
That's right.
And then, and so here we are. And I will say that the project, the book is fascinating. It is the product of a lot of effort by members of the task force, but it really was the journey getting here that has been so much fun. People who have become friends and gotten to know each other, and have had and shared activities over the years, has really made this the special book and the special project that it is. Madam Chairman, in a few minutes I will also read the certificate of recognitions that are presented to members of the Asian American History Project. In fact, why don't
Good morning. My name is Cora Foley of the Filipino American National Historical Society of Northern Virginia and of the Fairfax County Asian American History Project, or FCAP for short. It is my privilege to thank the board for the official proclamation of May 2010 as Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, as well as the recognition of the first FCAP book. President Obama has called on all Americans to learn more about the history of Asian Americans, whom he called treasured citizens who enriched our nation in countless ways. Since 2007, Fairfax County has actively promoted the study of Asian American local history. For this achievement, much is owed to the visionary leadership of Fairfax County Chairman Sharon Bolivar, who led our FCAP team as we sifted through documents, conducted oral history interviews, wrote our book, and chaired many potluck dinner meetings. So thank you so much, Sharon. We see ourselves as participants in Chairman Sharon Bolivar's inspiring parable of the stone soup, by which our community pulls together our resources for a nourishing common pot, even when bitter economic winds are blowing. Of course, we would prefer the imagery of a potluck dinner for our project rather than a stone soup, because a cauldron filled with a mixture of Irish stew, along with Filipino adobo, Chinese lo mein, Japanese sushi, Korean kimchi, Vietnamese chayo, Indian curry, might not be too appetizing. But perhaps a table groaning with a potluck dinner of all those wonderful dishes might be just right. At its core, FCAP is a tribute to Fairfax County and its rich tradition of local historical research. Our FCAP team worked hard so that the county's history books do not have relatively blank spaces for the history, the heritage, and the contributions of some 17% of our population. In fact, the county's largest minority group since 1990. I do have to stress, however, that although FCAP is a team effort as far as the 2010 FCAP book is concerned, I take full responsibility for any errors or omissions in the book. On that score, the buck stops with me. I took the lead in writing the first FCAP book, and Terry Sam, our official photographer, took the lead with a color photographic insert.
We were a participant in the signing ceremony on October 5 by President Obama in the White House for the legislation for the Congressional Gold Medal of Honor being awarded to Japanese American veterans of World War II. Could you describe what happened?
Well, there were a select group of invitees. That the highest ranking was General Shinseki, Senator Inoue, a number of Japanese Americans from the House, and then there were 6 veterans, 5 veterans plus Senator Inoue. That made it 6. And there were 4 from 442, including Senator Inoue, 1 from 100, and 1 from MIS, that's me. And President made his very excellent, to-the-point remarks about our discrimination. We suffered the discrimination. And he actually ended by saying, you fought, just like President Truman said, something to the effect that we fought enemy abroad and prejudice at home, and we won. And the most thing that came to my mind as he was talking was, here we were in 1942. We were our draft status was changed to 4C, which meant enemy alien. We were all treated like enemy aliens, being rounded up and thrown into internment camps. And then here we are in 2010. We were given the Congressional Gold Medal with the highest civilian award to the Japanese American who fought in both Europe and Asia. And it made us real proud to be Americans. And the thought that comes to our mind as we went through the ceremony was this